everybody.
Larry, thanks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded at the 2. Shifts by him. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback. Now a carry here for Terrence West. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there. But you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Now let's go! Blue Niner!
This is West. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This offense can be flashy at times, and a big reason for that is Perryman.
I like the way you use the word big, because that's exactly what Brashad Perryman is. A big receiver with a ton of speed. Runs so well, yet that strength downfield really confounds defensive backs. Is it okay if I tell you I played against his dad in college?
Well, I'm just impressed that you work confounds into the broadcast.
I'm impressed I'm still alive because I played against his dad in college.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Stephon Tuitt's game continues to gain notice and respect. He's a long defensive end, but has great ability to bend and get leverage. Can take on blockers at the point of attack and also shows skill in rushing the passer.
You mentioned he's long, 6'7", over 315 pounds. Man, he is huge. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And a neutral zone infraction on the defense.
The defense thought they had the timing count on the quarterback's cadence, but they jumped too soon.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tony Jefferson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Skirts by him at the 35. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
The elements here definitely going to be a factor. You're going to have some drop balls playing in conditions like this.
Yeah, you got to minimize them as best you can. It means 100% of your focus has got to be on making the catch, not on what you do afterwards. Look it all the way in first.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Looking to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. Now West. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to pound it in with West. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Terrence West with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's West that finishes it off with a touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 127 yards.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A little juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They start on the ground with West. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. At the end of one, 7-0 is our score. We're back to Baltimore after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
He's got it to West on the dump off. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. They run a draw here on second down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And a give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
And when you don't pick up the necessary yardage in that situation, sometimes it starts to put a little doubt in the play caller's mind about what he's going to run on the next play. Because most of them, they thought they were going to pick it up right then and there. Now they've got to adjust what they're doing, adjust what they're thinking, and maybe they go away from what they originally thought.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that's a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering since we've gone...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Hayward able to drop him for a loss of 4. They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for West. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Wide open receiver complete. The 40, 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. Back onto the field now goes Buck Allen as he gets ready. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. to throw now on 2nd and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
He'll look to throw. He hits West underneath. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you could just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he tried to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And remember, he had 1 blocked earlier. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go. Green 30.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Ravens are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Steelers didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Ravens on their opening drive. Perriman's got the reception, and he'll be tackled at the 31-yard line. We go now late in the first. West is going to stay inside after the handoff, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead. Now 1st and 10. Here the catch is made way downfield, and after the long pass, he'll score. We move late into the second. Ravens push the lead to 17. Gordon's going to haul in the pass, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 37-yard line.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The pass complete to Justin Hunter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. off as they run the counter play. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. This is taken at the 18. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wallace. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass incomplete. To throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And the hard count got the defense there. Encroachment and the 5-yard penalty. Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Wormley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Steelers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination. On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Let's go. All right, now look at 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
All right, here we go. Green, 35.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking to throw. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make the lead now 26. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd down following the incompletion. complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Always got some breathing room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 16. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air boom. That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Ravens, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.